Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Matt. This is Prime Analog Records. What I wanted to talk to you today about is one of my favorite artists that I've never heard anybody really talking about. His name is Michael Franks, and he's part of a movement called Quiet Storm. And what that really was relating to is basically smooth jazz, romantic, with real jazz players, and it's pretty rare to hear what done well. Michael Franks really had no real musical training, and what he did is he infiltrated this smooth jazz and pretty much does something that's so different from everybody else that he's almost uncopyable. He got his first album, our first education, was 6 lessons that he got with a guitar that his mom bought him when he was 14 years old.
Starts to cry. Lady wants to know the reason why. Daddy's just like Coltrane. Baby's just like Miles. Lady's just like Ellen when she smiles. Wants to know, she wants to know the reason, got to know the reason why this man has got to go. This man is always leaving, how he hates to say goodbye. What she doesn't know is there really is no reason, really is no reason why.
just to illustrate what I'm talking about him and what he does and stuff like that. I'm having to do needle drops throughout this, which is really good. I mean, I'm very schooled on him. I've been listening to him since 1977, I believe. And although lots of you were out listening to rock and roll, I was too. But I was also more intrigued getting into as a musician myself, getting into other alternative musical endeavors. And but this is Michael Franks. This is his second album. His first album pretty much never did anything. But then this is his second album, and it's amazing. And I'm going to do some needle drops and let you hear what I hear. And his writing style is so unique. And he was actually, that's when he went to college, and he went to college for literature, and it makes total sense because his lyrical anomalies and the way he lines things up in his songs, they're whimsical, they're fun, they're happy, and they're sad. And it just depends on the song and the way that he wants to make the music sound. But the greatest artists in the world. Sorry about that. I had a battery swap out issue. So anyway, to get back to what I was saying, the musicians that line up to play with him are the best of the best, especially in smooth jazz and things like that. I mean, you got people like Dave Koz, people like Dave Sanborn, Abraham Laboriel, which is one of the greatest bass players that's ever played the instrument. Joe Sample from the Crusaders, people like that who are iconic in their own right, and they line up to get together with these other great musicians to create amazing stuff from these amazing songs that were written by and arranged by Michael Franks. So listen to some of these, and I'm going to do some needle drops as per the album. This was the first one that I showed you, I think a minute ago, was The Art of Tea, and this is his second album. The first album was pretty much a flop, and I don't know why. I think they didn't understand. It's kind of like Gino Vanelli, who's one of my favorite artists also. And I used to go into Specs Music and all these different record companies that were that were selling records, and no one ever knew where they were supposed to be. Just like Bobby Caldwell, another one. They don't know where they're supposed to be, so you had to go and hunt for these people, these brand new releases, sealed albums. You had to hunt to see if they were in jazz, if they were in vocalist, if they were in rock or pop or what. I mean, they didn't know how to categorize these guys. And my favorite album was the third album, and that's called Sleeping Gypsy, and that's this one here. And it's a great album in itself. It's just a great album. I found a Japanese import of it also, which I was very lucky to do, and it sounds incredible. Recognize these albums are 40 years old, so I mean they're gonna have some wear to them, especially when I was younger. I mean, this is 40 years ago that he was really a phenomenon, and he took off right from Sleeping Gypsy. He has a song on there called Lady Wants to Know, and I'm going to actually do a needle drop on that. And I think that's a really strong song. It was a radio hit. It was a what do you call it? A adult contemporary hit, things like that. I'm not really about these charts and stuff like that. I mean, once I find an artist, I buy it ears unheard. So it's like it's like another one of my favorite artists that I found years later was a guy named Michael Ruff. You've heard me talk about him before on my channel, and his producer was Tommy LaPuma, and I've seen Tommy LaPuma on every one of these Michael Franks albums. So I bought Michael Ruff's album Ears Unheard also, and I flipped. It was amazing. And just like Michael Frank's stuff, he's got a similar vocal style. He's got a different, more rock influenced music, the way that Michael Ruff plays. But if you critically listen to the music and the arrangements and their difficulty, you'll understand what I'm talking about Michael Franks. Very special. This album, when did that come out? I think this was in 70. The Sleeping Gypsy was in 77. The Art of Tea was 75, and then came 77 in Sleeping Gypsy, and then this was 79. And this is called Birchfield Nines. It's a great album too. And then we have an album called Tiger in the Rain. And this is the one that has Popsicle Toes on it. And everybody knows that song. I mean, just amazing stuff. I'm going to do some needle drops here. I'm going to come back and talk to you about the remaining albums. All right? We'll see you back here in a minute.
And the titles fade in, starring you and me. The hero is struggling to say that his lady is far away in her prison of wishes. We love and we fight, but it's all day for night, just a masquerade. Till the red light is off, then we go take our faces off like two clowns in a sideshow. Love is like two dreamers dreaming the exact same dream, just another technicolor romance on the screen. explore the land of yin. I always take one on the chin, and now this lioness has almost made me tame. I can't pronounce her name, but eggplant is her game. The lady sticks to me like white on rice. She never cooks the same way twice. Maybe it's the mushrooms, maybe the tomatoes. Can't reveal her name, but eggplant is her game. When my baby cooks her eggplant, she don't read no book. She's got a Gioconda kind of dirty look. And my baby cooks her eggplant about 19 different ways. Sometimes I just tell it raw with mayonnaise. Maybe it's the way she grates her cheese, or just the freckles on her knees. Maybe it's the scallions, maybe she's Italian. I can't reveal her name, but eggplant is her game. Cloudy days, we stay inside together. The weather's wet, the tea is from Tibet. I play the scales, and you protect the whales. Make love to me, listen to softies. Living on the inside, living on the inside, living on the inside of our happiness. We're living on the inside, living on the inside, living on the inside of our happiness. past your house, I saw no light. I called you on the phone 100 times, you weren't at home. Don't say just out with friends, I can't believe that line again. Don't tell me just be cool, you know I ain't that big of a fool. Why must you play with me? Why don't you stay with me? I'm in a difficult position. I don't mean to push and shove, I just want all your love. I'm sick and tired of this suspicion. You gave me that sweet look, you cast a spell on me. I swallowed your needle. Now I'm dying of jealousy. I cry when I should laugh at your old lover's photograph. You say no need to shout, well how come you never threw it out? What did you do all day? Your mind's a million miles away. You say just in my room, well I would like to know. Why must you play with me? Why don't you stay with me? I'm in a difficult position. I don't mean to push and shove, I just want all your love. I'm sick and tired of this suspicion.
My heart is burning up with jealousy. This jealous feeling's got a hold of me. My heart is burning up with jealousy. This jealous feeling's got a hold of me. My heart is burning up with jealousy. This jealous feeling's got a hold of me.
All right, I'm crazy. Popsicle Toes is actually on The Art of Tea, this one here, which was his second or sophomore effort. And that's the first one I showed you guys. I don't have his first one. I don't know where it is. I've never found it in the wild. I've never found it in Discogs. I'm sure I could probably really hunt and get crazy about it, but anyway, I'm going to move forward now with a few more. This one was an 85. See, he took a break. The last one was an 82. This was an 85. Skin Dive. This is a great album. It's a fun album. It's got duets in it, but it's still true to form, to the way that Michael Franks does his songwriting and the fun, amazing way he writes. So the final album that he did, that I can find out that he recorded, was The Camera Never Lies. And as a photographer, you know I love this. And it's a fun album too. For sake of keeping this video shorter than I was hoping to keep it fairly short, but I suggest that you zoom forward through this video if you don't want to stay and just sit there and listen to me talk about it. Just go ahead and zip forward through into the music and just listen to that, and let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you want to hear more about my artists that you may never have heard of, and this guy, I can mention his name to most people and they really have no idea, even in the VC. So let me know that you're listening to it, and tell me what you think of it, and tell me how how you're celebrating the new year. And I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm looking forward to changing a whole bunch of stuff. I've got to do this Rob Walker, contest, and I'll be doing that next. I just had this on my plate for all the way through 2022, and it got away from me, so I never got to it. So anyway, that's my video for today, and I hope you enjoy it. And let me know in the comments what you think of it. And if you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Happy 2023.
I'm lost at sea. I remember you are here with me. You surrender to the fantasy when I give my love to you.
When I give my love to you.
When I give my love to you.
When I give my love to you. I'm running from the hurricane, helter skelter in the wind and rain. I find shelter, I find peace again when I give my love to you.
When I give my love to you.
Oh, oh, when I give my love to you.
When I give my love to you. When I give my love to you, I can feel the downtime ending. And I ain't pretending. Words can simply not reveal the degree of ecstasy. Only you can make me feel when you give your love to me. Love will soon ignite. Now we move so bright. Please don't say goodnight. Just let me count the freckles on your knees, baby. Please don't say goodnight. And sleep beneath the quartzy and the trees, baby. Please don't say goodnight. Those are the lights are so far from sight. Please don't say goodnight. To stop now would be such depravity, baby. Please don't say goodnight. Can't resist the force of gravity, baby. Please don't say goodnight. I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you say goodnight. Everything is gonna be alright. We can stare out at the sea all night. I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you say goodnight. Absolutely gonna be alright. Love without a referee all night. I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you say goodnight. Promise you it's gonna be say goodnight.